next month is going to be a hard month, but we just got to turn around and focus on Saturday.
When they jam the box, they do a lot of times in the first one. For you guys, how tough is it? Sometimes they're getting a lot of bang crosses.
Yeah, you just got to, make the runs. Houston's known for, being good in both boxes. Coach Don Cornier, and they have a lot of experience, being in the playoffs year in, year out. We had the chances. I had a chance. A couple other guys had chances. We just didn't put them away today.
Are the ties especially disappointing because it's now, 4 of them at home?
Yeah, I think it's 3 at home.
3.
Yeah, 3 at home. Well, but at least we're not losing at home. We want to make it a fortress. We got to start turning these ties to wins, and hopefully we can build from that.
You worry all about the lack of goals, getting into some of the guys' heads, creating some pressure.
No, I think this is only the second game we've gone scoreless. What was most important was us getting a shutout, getting back to the basics defensively. So we did that. If we continue to get shutouts, then we give our forwards chances to score.
It's just being competitive. You want to win games. So, when you don't win games, it's not. I think ties are the most frustrating. So it's not like we're losing games or we're getting blown out. We're, maybe not today, but for the most part, we're outplaying teams and getting ties. And we're 1 win through I think 8 games now. So obviously there's some frustration there, but it's a long season, and obviously we can't keep saying that because we're getting deeper and deeper into the season. But we're going to keep working.
What can you say about 30 crosses but no shots on net?
It sounds a lot like last year, but that's just something that I'm sure that we'll work on this week and practice it and try to get our runs right and try to get everything flowing for next week.
There's something particular about the way Houston plays. They have a habit of frustrating lots of teams back to the box in the games and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're obviously a very successful team in this league, and they do that by trying to outwork you. And I thought they did that a little bit in the first half, and it frustrated us since we didn't really get our rhythm. But I think the second half we did a lot better, and created some chances for ourselves, enough chances to score at least 1 goal. So.
What goes into not turning those chances into shots?
You mean goals?
Well, goals or today, even shots on target.
I think it just over time statistically they're going to start going on goal and we're going to start scoring, and once that happens it's going to roll. That's the way you got to look at it. It's going to work itself out here pretty quickly because we've created plenty of chances. It just takes a little bit of composure to find goals.
Is the change, is it mostly something mental that you guys do behind the scenes? Just maybe not a change, but just keeping at the same thing?
I think everyone has the right mentality, and you just got to keep the mentality going. And at some point it's going to turn and it's going to break and it's going to be like a waterfall. That's the idea.
There have been a lot of changes over the offseason, and just recently. The guys just have to. Are you still trying to find chemistry and form a cohesive unit up top?
No, I think there's some good chemistry up there. Like I said, I think it's just we have to be sharper. Individually, I think collectively the ideas are all on the same page. Maybe can always be a little bit better. Your ideas can always be on the same page, but it's just sharpness. The chance I have at the end, one a chance to in the game, the final pass. That's just stuff we have to ask questions of ourselves to be better.
A little bit of a different look up front today. Did you like more of the 4-4-2 with you and Casey up there?
Well, it was still the same look. They were just asking me to get a little higher to help Casey out or Connor out. It just took a little while to get used to it. I was poor in this first half, but I think once we started pressing higher, we had a little bit more success.
How would you define it? It's been 8 games. Where do you think you guys are as a team right now? What do you need to improve on this moving forward?
We have to improve in everything. It's not good enough in every sector because if you were winning games and we don't, so we tie. So I think we are probably good, but not good enough. We still have to do a little bit better. Today, if we take the positive, it can be the second shutout. We can see that as a positive thing, and the fact that we maybe be stronger, we don't do the mistake we did in the other game. So I think we are going to take that and after we still create opportunities. First half, like I said, was not good enough, and we have to forget this one. It's the fact maybe we're a little bit tired, and the fact it was the third game in a week, but it's not an excuse. When we're on the field, you have to, don't be scared and try to do something to win the game. And we didn't do enough. We are just kind of playing possession and not going too much forward. So we have to be more confident between each other and make sure that we do the job and we win. At the end, we of course want to play a great soccer, but it can happen every time. Sometimes things like Houston, you have to be more fighting spirit, and we probably need to do that to get better.
I think the first half it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't up to the standard that we know we can play. We weren't as sharp as we could have been. We weren't moving the ball quick enough, and just overall, just a little bit flat. We weren't playing with enough energy or enthusiasm or urgency that's needed in a game like that. And we just said that specifically. We need to win the battle first, and then that'll allow us to play. We weren't. I didn't feel we were winning the physical aspect of the game in the first half, and that didn't allow us to play as well as we could have. And so second half we came out with a little bit more energy, a little bit more urgency, a little bit more life, and again we created more chances, created some good chances in the second half. But I think that was a big difference. Energy levels weren't as high as they should have been in the first half. In the second half we just tried to come out and put a little bit more into the game.
Not a whole lot of chances in that game. No shots on goal. There was the one chance off of the Williams throw in. Wheeler flipped it on. You were making the run on the ball. What happened there that didn't let you get to it?
Yeah, Wheeler did well to flick the ball onto the back post, and it's just scrambling there. I'm just trying to fight off my man at the same time and try to get some kind of flick on the ball or just some kind of touch on the ball, and it's coming through and it looked like the defender was going to win it, and he missed it, then it's there, and I'm just trying to reach for it, and at the end of the day, couldn't get a toe on it. Obviously on another day, hopefully I do, but today it wasn't meant to be.
You have these 3 games, 2 at home, once against a close, familiar rival. How frustrating is it to only get the 2 points as you're looking at 2 tough away games?
It's not ideal. Obviously, we would have liked to come away with at least 3 in that game, from the 3 games, but there's nothing we can do now. We can't sit here and dwell on it. Can't sit here and beat ourselves up about it. We got to just really focus and put everything into the next game. Every game is important. It's early on in the season, but every game is important. It's important that we do pick up some points now. Our next 2 games are on the road, but it's still vital that we go there with the confidence that we know we can beat teams. We know we can win games, but we need to start showing it. And our next game's in Montreal, but we got to go there. We got to go there and put the pressure on them. Go there and play that high tempo game we know we can play. Create the chances we know we can, and finally execute. It's important to start finishing off plays in the final third. At times we're a little bit predictable in how we go about in the final third, and that final ball is too predictable, or just the whole play in the final third can be a little bit slow, and we got to just kind of change it up a little bit. Whether it's someone taking a man on 1v1 and creating a shot for himself, or being a little bit selfish, but we have to have that real urgency and that real desire to go ahead and finish off plays in the final third, and then the goals will start coming.